Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the biggest event of the year, the return, the comeback of the Ms Olympia. Oh my gosh, it was so incredible. What an amazing top 5. What a way to bring back women's bodybuilding to the Olympia stage. I'm so impressed. It was so exciting. Now, I'm actually doing a whole bunch of recap videos for all of the women's categories. I've already got the fitness one up, but I will be back very soon with bikini, women's physique, and figure. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss any of those videos, and stay tuned because this is an incredible weekend for women's bodybuilding. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we always begin by talking about what the placings mean for next year's Olympia. And the reason that I have a question mark is because these are the rules for this year's Olympia. And I'm not certain that the rules will be exactly the same, but I'm presuming that they are. So for women's bodybuilding, the top 5 from the Olympia would be qualifying for the 2021 Olympia. So we got to look at our top 5. Even though every single woman on that stage was incredible, the pose down in the evening show was so much fun. It was amazing to see so many outstanding athletes all on stage at once. But we got to focus on our top 5. And because we did a top 6 in my prediction video, I figured we would include our number 6 placing as well. So here we have them. In first place was Andrea. Second place was Marvelous Margie. Third was Helle. Fourth was Mayla. Fifth was Irene. And then in sixth place was Monique. So let's begin with Monique, who is unbelievably eye-catching. She is so big, such a beautiful amount of muscle on her frame. You cannot help but notice her. Very tall, a gorgeous shape. She has a tremendous X shape about her. Beautiful spread lats, amazing shoulders, a nice small waist, great quads. Her legs are just awesome. She looks amazing. From behind, equally amazing. Just outstanding. She has so much size. It's really, really incredible. I loved some of her details. She has a little beautiful anklet on. Her hair looks pretty. Her makeup is gorgeous. The suit is perfect. Black was just fine. It looks great against her skin. I think she looked awesome. I noticed she has beautiful hamstrings, especially from the side. Her arms are incredible. I love the shape and the definition. Her traps are just something else. You know, she's just so good. The only thing, my goodness, her Monique and Irene in fifth were only 1 point away from each other. It was so close. But the only thing that I can think of that maybe she could have used a little bit more conditioning. Not that she wasn't conditioned. Her definition is fabulous, but maybe just a little bit more in the back of the legs. I would have liked to see a little bit more separation. In the quads, if those lines could be a little deeper, maybe the abs could have been a little flatter. Her waist is very small, but you know, when we're in the lineup with all these world-class bodybuilders, you can see a difference between people's shapes. And I think Monique could have had a tiny bit more of flatness to her abs, but that's it. Like, she was incredible, and sixth place is amazing, and I'm so impressed. And here's a look at what she brought to the evening show, a little more glamorous. The hair came down, the suit is fancy, very beautiful jewels. She's just tremendous. Okay, now in fifth place was Irene, who, again, just incredible, very tall, and a gorgeous shape. Her definition, her conditioning is fabulous. Look at her legs. You've got feathering in her quads. You've got deep lines, amazing separation. And from behind, you know, she's got some striations. Her back is incredibly lean. you can see everything. Look at her chest in that side pose. She's just phenomenal. I think she looks tremendous. She's got a great V-taper. Her lats are wonderful. You know, maybe, again, 5th in the world. She's doing just fine. But I wouldn't mind seeing a little more in her traps. And, you know, just that upper back at where her strap is tied around her neck. I wouldn't mind if that was a little bigger. But my gosh, she just looks incredible. She's got such a great overall size. Just beautiful. And here she is now in the evening show in her beautiful sparkly posing suit, which is it just looks so good with her skin. It's glamorous. It's fancy. It's just lovely. I like her hair. I like the earrings, everything. Her quads are unreal. Okay, then in 4th place was Mayla, who had such a tremendous shape. Her silhouette is an absolute X. The waist is so tiny, by far the smallest waist on the whole stage. She has these incredible shoulders, huge widespread lats to her tiny, teeny weeny little waist, and then right back out into these amazing legs. What a shape, what a V-taper. She looks tremendous. I really liked the shape to her arms. Her biceps look beautiful. She's got gorgeous shoulders. Her lat spread, she's really incredible. The silhouette, the shape that Mayla has is really something else. I did feel like she could also have used a little more definition in the back of her legs in particular. Her glutes look amazing, very firm, very squared, but I would have liked to see a little bit more really deep lines in her legs, especially the back, a little bit more in the front. I know this picture, she looks incredible, and her leg that's out to the side is very, very defined. But, you know, in that other leg, this one here, I wouldn't mind if there was just a little bit more, a little deeper. That's it. That's all I can say. And she's got 4th place. She did incredible. And here's a look at her awesome suit and her beautiful package for the evening show. It was so vibrant, so bright, really eye-catching with those squiggly neon green lines. Just fantastic. Okay, now in 3rd place was Helle. Oh my gosh, just unbelievable. She is so muscular. Her quads are amazing, great definition, beautiful lat spread, unbelievable arms. Her shoulders look fantastic. Her chest looks amazing. Her back looks pretty darn good. Just everything. Very well developed, large glutes. And I love the definition in her legs. The back of her legs look tremendous. You are seeing so much. Look at her calves. Look at her hamstrings. Unreal. From the side, just gorgeous. I thought she looked tremendous. I love the black suit on her. It's perfect with her skin tone. It's, you know, you don't, it doesn't blend in. It's very, it just looked good. She just looked good all from top to bottom. She looked really, really good. Her posing is beautiful. I really was impressed with her conditioning. She had nice vascularity. Just looked fantastic. Now, 3rd place. I think part of the reason for her getting 3rd place was her abs. Now, while they are beautifully defined, they don't have that tininess that the top 2 and even Mayla have. She's got a little bit more thickness to her, especially you can see in this side pose, they're not really tight and pulled in. There's just a little bit more, like I say, a little more thickness to it. And so, I mean, what else can I say? She's so close to the top. Beautiful shape, beautiful muscles. I think she did amazing. And wow, 3rd place is awesome. And here she is at the evening show, looking just beautiful. Gorgeous suit, lovely hair, makeup is perfect. So impressed. Okay, now in second place is Marvelous Margie. Oh my gosh, she is so special. I think she is just a force to be reckoned with. And when she's on that stage, you notice her and you look at her. First of all, her suit was awesome. Perfect color, so eye-catching. Second of all, those legs are amazing. So much muscle in her legs. From the side, she's got great hamstrings. From the back, her glutes are unreal. And then it's matched by a perfectly proportionate, lat spread and a beautiful upper body. I think she looks fabulous. I wouldn't mind a little more definition in the legs, especially when you see her compared to all of the others in the lineup. There's a little bit less separation. You're not quite seeing any feathering in her quads like you do in some of the other girls. I mean, on her own, she is absolutely phenomenal. But when you compare side by side with the best in the world, but my gosh, just incredible. She has an incredibly small waist, especially from behind. Her back is so well developed. I'm just beyond impressed. She looks fantastic. And at one point, Margie and Helle, they were in the comparison lineup and they gave each other a high five as they switched places. And it was just lovely. I have so much respect for these women, and I'm just so impressed with women's bodybuilding in general. And here she is at her evening show. She has beautiful posing, silky smooth moves, a fabulous suit. Just awesome. And now in first place is Andrea, who really blew me away. She kind of had everything. She had the mass, so she was big. Those legs are large. Huge lats, beautiful shoulders. Her back is so well developed. She's got the size. She also has the conditioning. Her legs are so defined. Her abs are absolutely chiseled. Her arms have beautiful separation and definition between the muscles. And then when she turns around and you look at the back, you see everything. So she had the mass, she had the conditioning. And then to top it all off, she also has this teeny tiny, wonderful waist. So small, so trim, so flat. It really accentuates this gorgeous X shape. And it was the combination of everything together that really put her into that first spot. And I think she did such a good job. Her suit was beautiful, extremely vibrant and bright. It really caught your attention. In the evening show, when she walked out and she was kind of silhouetted with the backdrop, you just said, wow, like she's got such a beautiful shape. Her skin looked fabulous. I thought she had just a perfect amount of sheen on her muscles. It was definitely her night. It was a close call between everybody, but it was definitely Andrea's night. Here she is in the evening show in her beautiful suit, and she just looked amazing. So happy, so healthy, fabulous. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the lineup from the callouts, and you get to see all of our top 6, which is awesome. It's not the greatest picture because I had to crop them and zoom them, and so they're not the clearest, so I've actually created some mashed up pictures so you can really see everybody in the detail. But I have to say, I think the photographer did a tremendous job. All of the pictures looked amazing. It was a really good, well put together show, and I was so impressed with the Olympia in general. But you can maybe see some of those things that I mentioned even in this picture. So if we take a look at everybody side by side, oh my gosh, look at the tiny, tiny waist on Mayla. Andrea with also an extremely small waist and huge V-taper. Maybe you'll see what I mean, that Margie's legs could have had a little more definition. They've got the size, but I wouldn't mind seeing a little more separation between the muscles. You see someone like Irene who has feathering in the quads. Same with Monique. But I mean, same with Helle, everybody looks so good, and it must have been really, really hard for the judges to narrow it down. But I do think it came down to that perfect combination of size plus conditioning plus the really tiny waist to give that X shape, and Andrea had it. And here we are from the back. I was particularly impressed by Mayla and Andrea. When you look at their waists, there is not a single line or wrinkle or anything. It is so small. It is so tight. Just beautiful. Unbelievable. Everybody has insane muscle mass. Margie in particular has so much muscle in her back. I think Irene's conditioning was amazing. Monique has these awesome, her upper back is amazing. Everybody looked tremendous. Helle has beautiful conditioning in the back of her legs. Just outrageously good. What a beautiful top 5. So from a points perspective, Andrea now no longer has to worry about points. She is qualified for Olympia. And I believe Margie, Helle, Mayla, and Irene will all be qualified for the 2021 Olympia. Now, returning to my predictions, I did okay. I didn't do great. Of course, first thing was the absence of Iris, which we all noticed. Everybody was so excited to see Iris, and she just wasn't there. And the best I could find was that she had to withdraw from the Ms Olympia due to illness. And the specific details of that were not disclosed. It's, that's her business. And I just hope that everything's okay and that she's healthy. And wow, she must have been so disappointed. We're disappointed as fans, but imagine her. So I just really hope that everything is all right. The other person on my prediction list was Monia, and she wasn't able to go as well. And actually, she had announced that back in November that she was not going to be able to make it to the Olympia. So I ended up getting 2 out of my 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of the 4, 5 that were there, I got 2. So not the greatest prediction, but not too bad. Helle and Margie, you guys came through for me. And Asha, who was my wild card, she actually came in 7th, so she did pretty fantastic too. And Nikki was in 8th, so I guess I got a couple top 10s at the end of the day. And I do want to mention that Linda Murray did the commentated over top, and she was fabulous. It was so nice to have an expert walking us through the division as they were on stage, and I think it was tremendous. It was really nice to have that female voice telling us what to look at and giving us everything to be appreciative of. So it was lovely. It was a great show. So there you have it. I hope you liked this video. Please give me a like if you did. And again, make sure you subscribe. I will be back with lots more videos to come from the Olympia. You can find me at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.